Former President Goodluck Jonathan's alleged plan to join the All Progressives Congress is causing quite a stir. The intrigues around the supposed candidacy have seen various legal luminaries propound both favorable and unfavorable legal positions so as regards the 2018 constitutional amendment that may have barred him. The emerging consensus, however, is that the former president team may need to test their case in court, if only to set a legal precedent as to the retroactiveness of constitutional amendments in Nigerian jurisprudence. This group's protest to the headquarters of the All Progressives Congress Party is against those masterminding the project of bringing the former president to the fold of the ruling APC. They warn that the perpetrators do not have the party's interest at heart and certainly do not love Nigeria.
It is detestable and nauseating that someone that was defeated in 2015 is now being called upon to come and run on the platform of the Progressive Congress. What does that portend? What does that mean? Does it mean we don't have competent men and women in APC? That is no. There are a lot of men and women of integrity, of impeccable characters in APC that could take over from President Muhammadu Buhari. There are a lot of them, men and women. And that's the reason why we are here, to say we say no to the call on Jonathan come and run the platform of APC.
With the expanding field of presidential aspirants in the APC, one cannot rule out the scenario that a dark horse may emerge to test legal precedents and ultimately cause a triumph of the country's democracy. Habida Lawal, TVC News, Abuja.
The justices of the Apex Court made it known to the Open Court that they have over 21 judgments to deliver, and as such, each judgment will be delivered in summary. And when counsel gets a copy of the judgment, they will have details of the judgments.
In the judgment prepared by Justice Helen Oguwumiju but delivered by Justice Emmanuel Alguim, the Supreme Court held that the claim of Rivers State to 17 oil wells in Imo State succeeded in part. The Apex Court dismissed the counterclaim of ownership put forward by Imo State government. The judgment granted reliefs 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8, while prayers 2, 7 and 10 were refused.
The judgment has not been given to us, but we're being assured that in a few days the comprehensive judgment will get to us and we will see the details.
In another judgment, the court upheld the Ganduje-led factional leadership of the All Progressives Congress in Kano State. Another faction of the APC loyal to former Kano Governor Ibrahim Shekaru have been locked in a leadership battle with Governor Ganduje's group. While Governor Ganduje's group produced Abdullahi Abbas as a state chairman, Mr. Shekaru's camp elected Haruna Danzago to the same position. But in a late judgment delivered by Justice Inyango Kuru, the Apex Court held that the appeal against the earlier judgment of the Court of Appeal in Abuja lacked merit and is dismissed.
The appeal filed by the appellant has been dismissed, but the full reasons for the judgment will be given in a few days ahead. So what it means right now is that, the judgment of the Court of Appeal has been affirmed.
The national leadership of the party had recognized the congresses of the Ganduje's group, which led to the other faction heading to court. Celestina Area, TVC News, Abuja.
Residents of Zarama and Chinke community here in Irigwe Chiefdom of Basa Council area have woken up to yet another sad event. Gunmen suspected to be Hada militiamen attacked the community midnight of Thursday, killing 8 people with several others badly injured.
This attack is coming barely a few days after an attack by suspected Hada militiamen claimed the life of a military officer and some locals in a nearby community within the Irigwe Chiefdom. Some of the eyewitnesses who narrowly escaped the attackers narrated their ordeal to us. They claim to have sighted unusual movement of uniformed men suspected to be military personnel in the affected villages a few minutes before the invasion.
Yesterday night, as at 6 in the evening, I myself, we are on patrol and some of our guys around. We are patrolling around, all of a sudden we have gunshots. For us to cross-check and see it was Fulani headsmen with some men with military uniform.
You can see about 8 lives were lost yesterday night. 8 lives were lost. Out of the 8 lives, 3 children, 5 adults.
The paramount ruler of Irigwe Chiefdom has appealed to all his subjects to be vigilant and avoid activities that usually make them easy targets of the perpetrators.
Today we lost about 8 people, and tomorrow we don't know what will happen. And my people too, they should be alert all the time. They should be alert. They should know that we have enemies. When you know you have enemies, you have to be ready anytime. Be conscious when you are living so that you will not be taken unaware all the time.
The 8 people killed in this attack have just been buried here in this grave. The locals are calling on the state and federal government to intensify more proactive measures towards putting an end to this recurring situation. From Joshua, TVC News, Paul.